has the ball.
Does Dallas have the ball?
Dallas has the ball. Boston's got fumbled.
They're reviewing it, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's out. Yep. Fuck.
What? So who has it? I mean, we're
It's
recording.
Philly still. Sorry.
Okay. We switched it up a little. We're recording on a Sunday. There's still football going on, so that's weird. We all made our picks. I think Moro's in pole position, to just lock up the year. So that's nice.
No, we have playoffs. We have playoffs this year.
Yeah, but how many games are you realistically going to make up in the playoffs? I don't know.
There's some interesting matchups this year. It could be good.
Sure, but I don't know how good you can actually feel if you're me or you.
Yep. I'm out. I'm done. There's no way I make up that many games. But hey, we have one more week. Maybe I'll just be perfect next week. Who knows?
Be perfect and still end up 5 games under.
I'll take us through quickly what we're working with here. So last week, me and Brent finished 12-4. Amir, you finished 11-5. So we both +1. I grow the lead to 4 games heading into today. Brent is 8 games behind Amir. So
I'm back.
and you concede a game today with the Colts. The comeback
almost made up one. So hey,
yeah. And then fourth quarter, Philip Rivers happened.
Merry Christmas. we didn't really get to say that. But, happy holidays, gentlemen. Whatever you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's kind of why we're recording on a Sunday. We kind of just brushed over that, but.
Yeah, we got busy with holiday stuff, And
holiday season, we had to fit it in the schedules accordingly.
Exactly. So we could have done today, or I don't know how it's going to work in terms of we're not going to pick this week's games on the pod, but we're just going to next week's game. But we're just going to talk about what's going on in sports. We could talk about some of the games that are going on and some of the other sports news that's in the news, because
there's a little bit going on for once. We actually have sports coming back, and
so nice. why doesn't Maura go through our picks for this week, and then at the end we can hit football and just recap everything that's happened since it's going on right now.
Okay, cool. So I'll just skip over week 15, other than the fact that me and Brent +1.
Yeah.
So going into this week, which would have started off on Christmas Day with the Saints and Vikings game. That one, story goes, Alvin he ties the record. I mean, it was phenomenal to watch. He almost had 7.
Yeah.
He kind of got it taken away because they
should have had 7, man. The fact that they let Taysom Hill run that in, it's like, come on.
Yeah. It was upsetting.
It's like, it's one thing if you're not running up the score or something, but then they went and scored a touchdown on the next drive anyways. So it's like, just let him run it in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So we all took the Saints. We all took the Bucks over the Lions.
Good thing. Holy.
We're notorious on this podcast for getting the Cardinals wrong. And case in point, yesterday against the 49ers.
I am 1-15 this season. Like, how, man?
1-15 in picking them?
Yeah, I have got them right one time this year. Once. And it was like last week when Mauro and I picked them together against the Giants or something like that.
That's unbelievable.
It's awful.
Yesterday night's Miami versus the Raiders. That one was kind of fun at the end. We all took Miami. We all got it right. But best no pass
what the fuck?
Oh my god, dude!
You play to win the game.
Josh Jacobs.
Because no, it's not Josh Jacobs. It's not on Josh Jacobs.
I get it. But if Josh Jacobs runs that in,
no, but it's
a whole different ball game.
No, the coaching staff for the Raiders are fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Because it's one thing to say, oh, all you have to do is stop if you can kick a field
goal, if you can run out the whole clock.
Left, and then the last
by all means,
do it. That is the play. That is exactly the situation that Todd Gurley got reamed out for.
Yeah,
because he took a knee
because there was like 30 seconds left.
He didn't take a knee, and then Atlanta ended up blowing their game. The problem was with
there's 15 seconds
exactly. There was more than that. There was like a 20-second difference.
Yeah, because there was 12 left when he threw that Hail Mary of a pass. Mm-hmm. And all you had to do was get in a field goal range. They're down 2. Or down 1 or whatever it was. Like, they don't need a touchdown. They just need to get it to the 40. You're not trying to throw this 80-yard pass. Like, if you run in that ball, yeah, they have a little bit more time on the clock, but they have to go 80 yards to do it. They don't have to go 40. Mm-hmm. It's nuts. It's just poor play calling. I didn't like it. But it sucks. What a pass from Fitzmagic. Holy shit. Just hand in the face like that.
It was unbelievable.
I saw one photo of it, but I'm too upset.
You haven't seen it? Oh, man.
Too upset to look at it.
His head was facing the opposite direction.
You are a Dolphins fan.
I'm tilted.
He's also a fan of finishing first in fantasy, and Josh Jacobs didn't
unlike you guys.
Hey, I'm still in.
I was out week 2. I stand by.
Is that for first place?
Yeah, I'm in this because ours goes to. It's the one that goes to week 17.
Right.
So it's the semis right now, but
right.
Yeah, I need Robbie to pop off.
So that was Saturday's set. We didn't really differ too much on today's 1:00 game. So we all picked Baltimore, Cleveland, Houston, Chicago, Kansas City, and Baltimore we got right. Cleveland lost to the Jets. That's hilarious. The Texans lost. You would have thought that if they were going to win any game, it would have been against the Bengals. But the Bengals now hop out of a top 3 spot in the draft. And funny enough, Miami with that Houston loss jumps into like a top 4 pick. So they're laughing right now. They're laughing, and I'm laughing with them because honestly, with all the draft compensation they gave in the Tunsil and Kenny Stills trade, I can't help but just look at it and blow up. Like it's hilarious.
They're gonna make the play. They're gonna make the playoffs, and then still have a top
5 pick and bolster the defense from what.
Fuck that! They're gonna draft a receiver for Tua. What do you mean?
They're playing with house money. It doesn't matter what they do. It's still gonna be a great addition to their team.
They have 3 first. I wasn't a fan of them trading away Minka Fitzpatrick last year because I think he was a type of guy that they absolutely needed.
Imagine having him on the defense this year.
Well, I mean, it still worked out for them, right?
Their defense is unbelievable as it is, but could you imagine if they added that?
Yep.
I'm going to sound disgruntled here, and I understand that. But, why did the Browns play today?
They had to. I mean, it's the same.
But, why do you let them play today? Yeah, but I guess. But, they all tested positive yesterday.
They didn't test positive. They were close contact.
With someone that tested positive, right? So, but either way, there could be more positives in that group, and you have no idea, and you let them play a day after? Push it to tomorrow or something. No?
Fair. No, it's
I think if you get to tomorrow and there's still no positive tests, it's fine, whatever. But it sucks that they had no receivers. That's trash for the Browns, but it happens. It's whatever. They seem to be selective on when they push back games. But I think that's a bit of a worry if you're the Jets and the Browns right now. Is you could spread more cases because you really don't know who has it in that group. It's give it another day, see who pops up, and then go on Monday. Maybe they still don't have the receivers, and that sucks. But at least it's a little safer that way. I just found it weird that everyone tested yesterday, and now it's just whatever, play the game the next day.
You're thinking rationally. The NFL doesn't do that.
No, never.
No, but I'm with Brent on this. They've had so many games, whether it was the Ravens, whether it was an assortment of Steelers games in which the opponent couldn't get their COVID situation handled.
They pushed it back.
And they kept pushing games back to the point where it's okay, well, we can't play the Ravens versus Steelers until Tuesday because they got to get their shit together.
Right. So why is it in this pivotal game for the Browns that we don't push it back?
I'm all for playing games in the NFL because I want to watch football. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to hold that same precautions and that standard to all teams, what kind of rule is it then?
Exactly. You're helping out the Ravens, you're helping out the Steelers, you're helping out other teams, but the Broncos you don't help out, the Browns you don't help out. I don't understand what the difference is. Why is it that the entire receiving corps doesn't even test positive? They're just in close contact, and you sit the entire receiving corps and say, yeah, you're playing anyways. They didn't have a receiver. There wasn't one. They were literally running a 2-man tight end system the entire time, and they had to run out Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on the same play half the time because there's no one to throw to. They have their practice squad guys in there. Like I don't like it. I know it sounds bad coming from me, but it's a weird situation that they don't push that one back.
I'm kind of in like tough.
No,
Sure,
no, I agree. But again, this has nothing to do with any team I support. But other than the fact that why are you not holding that same standard across the league? Like, why are the Broncos forced into a game without a quarterback? Why are the Browns forced into a game without any other wide receivers? Like, okay, I understand Lamar Jackson is the MVP, and you have to push the narrative and help him get into the playoffs as much as possible to ensure that ratings.
That's horseshit. I don't like that.
Going to feature the MVP.
I don't think that they want to shuffle the schedule at this point in the season.
No, it's tough. But I know, but like even the Ravens game was like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't even that long ago. Like that wasn't a time where you wanted to start shifting things around. On the off chance that you had to cancel that game on that day too, you'd be fucked right now.
Yeah.
And like the thing with me is like you set these parameters in place now that like even if you have to cancel this game, you have parameters in place if you have to do it. So I don't understand why it's just like some games they're like, yeah, you got to play. Sorry, we can't fuck with the schedule. And then other games they're like, no, it's fine. You play next week.
Yeah.
It just didn't really make sense to me. Obviously, it sucks because the Browns just look like shit, but.
Yeah. Other than that, so we all got Cleveland wrong. We all got Houston wrong. Me and Amir went with Pittsburgh. You went with Indy. So that's where you -1 on us for the 1 o'clock set of games.
So close.
Yeah, they had a pretty big lead. I mean,
yeah, they blew that game. Deontay Johnson went off. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's the first time in I think it was 4 or 5 weeks that the Steelers have scored 20 points. I heard that on the broadcast today. That's hilarious. But, yeah. I don't know. I think, thank God, Juju didn't do the TikTok stuff for the game because I think that, like, you know what? If he goes out there now, does his TikTok dance, you know what? Respect to it. You beat him. Celebrate.
You beat him on their home turf.
But it was nice.
Yeah,
it was nice for him not to be the, what the hell was that?
It was nice
for him not to be the
He got one
story.
of the touchdowns. Like, he actually played a pretty big role in today's win. And, yeah, you want to do it now. But
I think Juju is one of the more overhyped receivers in the league. Like, I think he's fine. In that offense, I think they could use him more. But, like, I think I don't know if he's a number one on, like, a great team. But, like, I think he's a really talented receiver. And it's weird how some people get, like, overhyped or there's more gravity towards them in terms of like social media eyes, but I'm happy. Like, he's had a rough past couple of weeks, so it was kind of nice to see. Like, some of it's self-inflicted. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like I think it made you realize like when Pittsburgh's good, Pittsburgh can be good, but they've taken so many lumps in their defense that like I don't know how much we can actually expect of them. And how good
I didn't think they would win this week just because like that defense has nothing left. Like
they shouldn't have won this week. Yeah.
No.
As soon as I heard Tomlin got on Juju over his social media stuff, I figured they're gonna come out to play today. And yeah, it looked ugly at the beginning where they were down like 21 points.
Yep.
But that second half, I think this was the first time in I don't know. I think under Mike Tomlin that the team came back from a 17-plus point deficit into half and came back and won. So
shout out to Mike Tomlin for doing that, though. It's just like, you know what? Nobody should be a story for what you do off the field. And the fact that he was like, listen, buddy, just go play football, do your job, and like quit with the antics for a minute.
It's funny
like,
that
good for you for being the coach on that.
He became a bigger distraction than like Antonio Brown ever did in Pittsburgh or Le'Veon Bell until he
Crazy.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And it's funny how everything started circling back to Antonio Brown and the whole feud they had. Like, I seen it on Twitter this past week where it's just they kept bringing up, with Antonio Brown, Juju had X amount of games where he went above 100. And then without Antonio Brown, he's only had 2 games where he's gone over 100 yards.
Right.
So everything's been circling back to Antonio Brown and the fact that he was always notorious for, his whole off the field antics and whatnot, and now they're trying to create it into Juju. And I think Juju's character is a lot different than Antonio Brown's. I've never been a big fan of what he's done with the whole TikTok thing. I made that clear on here, but
I think it's cool.
I don't think that he's anywhere
it's
close.
Neat. I don't hate I don't hate seeing inside
It's
the kitchen.
Same thing with like
so to
him,
say.
like him and like how he does his Twitch stuff and like interacting with like.
Like I don't hate when you see the personalities of players, and that's fine. Like give the inside look on like what's going on in your life. It's kind of cool. But when you're like when you're showing up other teams before games and stuff on TikTok, it's like, man, like you don't need to do that. Like I want to see you, the person. I don't want to see you be a dick and then lose and then continue to be a dick. It's like, man, win some games. That was
and then allow the narrative to develop itself.
Yeah,
the fact that every game you start doing this,
and then play off of it. Like he straight up said, "Oh, they told me to stop doing TikTok dances," and then you lose anyways. It's like, man, I get it. Have a personality. It's really cool. I love it. Just don't show up other teams.
So that was everything up until the games that are currently underway. So we're talking the 4 and the 425 games. So me and Brant take the Chargers in this affair. Amir went with the Broncos. Same with the upcoming Washington. Amir took them by themselves. Me and Brant both took Carolina.
It's looking hot. It's looking hot.
It's looking good. Right? Like, those two picks are looking good for me.
I was betting on the defense.
That was such a tough game. Yeah, I was not. I went through and I did like my parlay where I just pick every week or every game, and I just straight up avoided this game because I'm like, I don't know, man. That's such a pick 'em.
Exactly.
Next was the NFC West, Seahawks and Rams. And I went lone on the Rams. You guys both took Seattle.
It's tight.
It's tight right now. It's a field goal fest.
It's 6-3. Yeah.
And a lot of on the Rams. I mean, when they go up against each other, like case in point, yesterday's game between Cardinals and 49ers. These teams all play each other really well. So I'm testing my luck here. Me and Amir both went Eagles. Brent took the Cowboys because he needed an underdog. That one's going back and forth. Jalen Hurts is looking pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
man, shout out Jalen for shoving it up my ass. Because like I thought he was gonna be shit, and he's done really well. He's changed that offense to like it's a more run heavy offense, I'd say.
Dynamic offense now.
Yeah, which is I guess
throwing an 81-yard touchdown to Deshaun Jackson. Like what?
Yeah.
What year?
You only see those week 1 of the NFL season, and then you never see them again. Yeah. Kudos to him for getting it done week 16.
Yeah. Speaking of what year is this, Des Bryant has touchdowns in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. Yes.
That's crazy. Yes.
Nuts. Nuts. Good for him, man. I like to see him back.
Let's hit the NFL at the end. What do you guys want to hit next?
We don't really have any NFL left.
I'll finish up the last two. So I went Tennessee. You guys both took Green Bay. We all went Buffalo to round out this week.
Right.
So that's where we stand week 16.
Cool.
What do we want to talk about?
What do we got next? Do you want to talk about the Raptors? You want to talk about Canada?
You guys talk about Canada real quick.
Okay. Maura, did you watch that game yesterday?
I watched the game yesterday. I was actually pretty intrigued.
It started out great. Like it was like that 4-1 first. I'm like, cool, what a good game. And then it just got like, just kind of cringy to watch.
I felt kind of awkward watching it, especially after the goal where the camera and the time clock clearly showed 0-0 on our screen, and they still never sorted it out.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
We're taking their word for it. Obviously, Bob McKenzie and the panel can only feed us what they're being told, right? In the sense that IIHF is getting directly whatever the same time clock as like the NHL, and it might be different than what we might be seeing, and us seeing 0-0s and them still calling the goal a good goal after that.
When you're talking about 0.2 seconds, like there's a lot of technical error that can go into that.
Wait,
so I don't blame them.
The game that you're talking about, isn't it the one where Canada won by a touchdown?
More than a touchdown, yes.
2 touchdowns.
Okay,
2
who gives a fuck? Yeah, that's what I meant.
2 touchdowns. No, but I think it's just like it was a story in the game, and like it didn't matter, but it kind of sucks just in the sense that like it's one of those things that like if that comes down to a game where it matters, that's the thing you definitely need to look into.
Right. That's what James Duthie was saying. He's like, yeah, obviously this isn't a Canada-USA semifinal where
exactly
it's the last play of the game, and with 2.2 seconds left, they're saying that the goal counts, but you guys are seeing 0-0s. Obviously, this is something that IHF or double IHF.
Because if by some miracle that game ends 4-3, then you can protest that game. You go back and you have to play it again, right? Like it's one of those things. It's like you'd hate to see it. Obviously, it didn't matter because.
So this goal only comes down to like in a tiebreaker situation, correct? Like it mattering.
Even like the goals for and against, it's like so far down on the tiebreaker list that it really doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
okay. But it's just the concept in general. Like if it happens again, which very unlikely, but on the off chance that it does, it's like you hope that they get that situated so that you don't have to deal with hearing about like it was last year when they hit that camera against the Russians and it ended up costing them a penalty. And but yeah, I know you didn't watch it, but like they hit the camera that ended up like it wasn't supposed to be there, whatever, and they called it out, whatever it was. But yeah, it's one of those things, so it sucks. But man, I feel so bad for Germany. Like dude, they already lost 4 key guys before even showing up here, and I'm like NHL quality guys that couldn't show up, and then you get here and you're missing 6 starters
plus a goalie.
Plus your starting goalie. Yeah. It's just like it hurts, man. Like I hate to see it. Then you got to play back to back against Finland and Canada, who are arguably 2 of the top 4 teams in the tournament. And it's just painful, man. Like you get the back to back against Canada, who's probably the best team in the tournament, and it showed, man. Like they just didn't have the legs. You're playing with 14 skaters, and it sucks. I feel so bad for them, but there's nothing you can do if you're Canada, right? You kind of got it. You need to put up goals. They haven't played in months, and you're finally getting a taste of game action. You can't really take it off and not play your game. Like you have to try and get back into game shape, and it just sucks that they had to do it against a team that was dealing with the issues that they had to deal with.
What's the thing? Like I on the broadcast, they were mentioning the whole this is a new record for Canada. That being the first time since like 2018 when they played Denmark, where they put up a 14-0 spot, and obviously they went 16 goals for and 2 against. But I mean, in terms of goals for, they still put up most amount of goals for the team. Yeah. So obviously you hate to see it because of the situation that Germany was under, but
it's nice as a Canadian.
Yeah, it is.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's like, yeah, we took the win, whatever it happens. It wasn't the only blowout of the night.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
U.S. just shit-pumped Austria harder than we shit-pumped Germany. Like, they had 78 shots, man. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, why didn't you take it easy? Like, well, we had 38. And what do you call it? USA managed 78 shots against them. Like, it's a little different. But
I have one thing at the end of this. At the end of this. I don't know.
Okay. Did you catch any of the other games?
I caught just the Canada versus Germany game.
So you didn't see Amirov playing against the States at all?
I'm right here.
No. No, I did not.
I've seen the pre-tournament game. I caught a little bit against Canada, and then the game against the U.S. where Amirov was in. He's on their top line. He looks okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think you know more on this. Is he 17 or 18, Amir?
Who, Amirov?
Amirov, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's 18.
18? So the big thing for me, Rodion Amirov. Yeah,
19,
so like
19?
Okay, so when the Leafs drafted Amirov, they had Braden Schneider and is it Caden Gooley? Braden Gooley.
Caden Gooley, yeah.
They were both available at the time. They're both defense, and it's kind of the thing for me is like I think you should have went with one of the other two, but like the options there, you can see where the talent is, and you kind of get to see a little bit of the comparisons between the two in this tournament. Amirov to me hasn't looked great, but it's early. It's only been 2 games. But Braden Schneider, I don't know if you guys caught that hit. Might be suspended for it. No. I don't think he probably would have been.
I think he got an extra game. Did he? What I was reading this morning. Yeah,
so,
he got an extra game.
It's a little bit dirty. It's not. I mean, it's kind of the edge that a lot of people want to see Leaf D-men play with, but like, it was definitely a headshot. It sucks in the double IHF because you can't do that. You got 5 in a game and then apparently another game.
Supplemental, yeah.
Gooley though looked great. I don't know if you saw that, but like
I caught his goal. He did a nice rush up the wing, and then he flipped one by blocker side. Yeah,
does a great job defensively. Had that one where he just like cut in on the play there off the blue line and ripped it blocker side. Looks good. It's just tough. I mean, it's gonna be tough because Canada's so good, so both those D-men are gonna look great. But like Amirov is just kind of like, I'll wait until he does something before I'm like, okay, cool, because his highlights in the K are great. He's done some wicked stuff, and it's just you watch him play in this tournament where he's with guys his own age. He's not wowing me all that much yet. That's all I just have. What did you have, Amir?
Just a question.
Okay.
Since you were comparing, you're like, wouldn't you rather watch the World Juniors than
Tampa shit pump the Lions? Yeah.
To just see the exact same thing?
Which?
Can't shit pump Germany?
In fairness, when I tweeted that, the game that was going on at the same time as the Bucks and Lions game, it was the Sweden Czech game, and they went 2 periods. It was a 1-goal game, and at the time it was tight and it was really good hockey. And then Sweden just decided that they're going to turn it up, and they ended up winning 7-1. But like it's good hockey. It's cool to see like the national pride to it, and like obviously that day not a lot of good games happened. There were 3 blowouts, but like every other game so far has been really close, really good games. And like I'd much rather watch that than some like the Saturday games weren't good in the NFL. I'm like they were good games, but like they weren't matchups that I'm like, ooh, look at that. Like the Dolphins and Raiders.
The 2 late games were good.
They were good games, but they weren't.
I didn't watch anything.
Yeah, they weren't good before the game. They weren't exciting matchups. Like I wasn't looking before the games like, oh wow, that'll be something to watch. They're like for last playoff seeds. But it's fun. It's a fun tournament. It's good. I'd rather watch that than a lot of regular season NBA action that's going on right now.
Fair. Yeah, that's all. That was my thing.
Especially
I just can't get the World Juniors like into it. It's every year. It's such a
polarizing topic because like either you love it or you hate it. I find like there's no people that like periodically tune in like, oh, it's good hockey. It's just like you either love it and you're watching every game, or you hate it and you want to let people know about it. There just doesn't seem to be an in between, and it's not just you. It's like it's everyone that doesn't like it hates it. There's no in between. I don't really understand it. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm not a big fan, but I'll watch here and there. It's just you hate it and you don't watch anything, or you love it and you watch every single game that happens. It's weird.
No, I like watching it just because whatever. It's always been a tradition in my family. Whatever. Boxing Day, you always start watching it. New Year's Eve. Over the past years, you always get the Canada versus USA matchup. I know they're not going to draw into it this year because they're in separate groups, but it's just always been something that we're always tuned in. The Eberle goal, it's always been something that's been very, very...
It's created some of the cooler moments in Canadian hockey history. Like there's just been some fun... They're always good games, I find, apart from like the odd one where you get the bottom seeds and there's always 2 teams that suck. But like there's always really good games for the most part, especially when you hit like the elimination rounds. It's a good tournament to watch. It's fun. That group with the United States, though, holy shit, dude. I don't know if you've seen any of the teams in it, but like they've got them, they've got Sweden, they've got who else is on that?
Russia.
Russia, thank you. And like the 3 of them are juggernauts. Like all 3 teams are really good. It's like, and then we're here with Finland and.
Well, that's kind of why that's why I can kind of get into Amir's point where it might not be intriguing to some people because realistically, until like the quarter or semifinals, a lot of it has a very strong chance at being a blowout from one of the 4 top teams. And I know that they were talking about it yesterday on the broadcast where it's like, it has been pitched, but has it ever been something considered where, you do like a pool A where all these big teams finally get to play each other at least once. Right. And it's very entertaining hockey because it's the top programs going up against each other more than just one elimination game and allowing the bottom feeder or the young and developing teams like the Norways, the Latvia, Austria, whoever else qualifies on that given year, the shot to make that elimination round and play in the quarters. It's
so tough because like they have the qualifying tournament the year before. It's similar to soccer with the Champions League, I think, where they qualify based on their last season, right?
Yeah.
So they have teams like Austria that like Austria popped off in that the second tier tournament that they do, and they ended up qualifying for it last year. But like the Austrian team that's out there now has nobody from that team last year. Like they're a completely new team. They have no NHL prospects. The only guy is Marco Rossi. And Marco Rossi's great, but like the rest of the team around him is just brutal. Like they had 8 shots last night. It was not good. So it's like you have a team that was good last year, and they probably could have competed a little bit. But you just hit this point where it's like there's nobody left. They've already graduated, and by the time they can get back to the tournament, it's already too late. Which I don't know how you can fix that, but it's tough. Germany's a different situation. I think they'd be competing in this tournament if they had their players. But obviously, it kind of sucks right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably pretty much it from the juniors. Next game starts in 13 minutes. So, Amir, talk to me about basketball, man. What's going on with the Raptors, dude?
I don't know. It's frustrating.
Is this like I haven't caught either of the games. I've been busy for both, but is this like what we should expect from this team, or is this just like they don't look like themselves? They'll come back.
I think they'll come back somewhat.
Okay,
but I'm also here for a little tank. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd like jokingly tweeted it out after they lost to San Antonio last night, and part of me was like, I could see it happening. Like, there was one year, like the year that Miami drafted, I think, Bam. Everyone thought Miami was still going to make the playoffs, and they just didn't that year. So, like, if they could absolutely tank this year, and it's a really good draft year. So,
yeah,
part of me is like,
and there's some wicked free agents available. You could
exactly that's
get
what
better.
I mean. So part of me is like, I'm tilting on the Raptors a little from well, if Brooklyn looks how Brooklyn's looking, if you just go down the list and you say Brooklyn, Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, like there's your top 4 teams right there.
Do we beat a Philly? I don't think we do. I think
I don't know. Star talent, I think they have more talent than we do. But like, it's tough to say. Could they? Yeah. But like, will they? You can't say for sure.
You really don't know.
So part of me is like, I don't know what they should do. So like, if a Kyle Lowry trade pops up that would benefit the team greatly, I would do it. I'm not going to give him away to give him away because he means so much to the franchise, and like, I don't want to trade him. But part of me is like, you need to usher in the new wave of talent. Like, I haven't liked that they haven't played the rookie Malachi Flynn off the bench. I think their bench is brutal right now outside of Chris Boucher, who's actually been really good.
Is dickhead, what's his name? Chris, not Jesus.
Terrence Davis.
Thank you. Is he still there?
He is still there. He's not really playing.
Okay.
Not really, kind of.
Okay. Back on the Kyle Lowry thing. If the opportunity popped up, would you be interested in a Lowry for Harden base?
I don't think that would happen, right? Like that would
it's the base of the trade. Like you'd obviously have to. I think you have to add in pieces if you're the Raptors.
I don't
think Houston entertains that.
No,
I think Houston needs a stud back. Like if you're telling me like a Lowry OG and then Malachi Flynn and Matt, and then you would have to add like.
I was thinking picks, but
picks. Picks and you'd need to add picks and picks.
All 4 of those guys?
Yes.
Basketball's wild.
But it'd have to be a huge thing. The problem is, if you look at it, it just doesn't make sense if you're Houston to make a trade with the Raptors if it doesn't involve Pascal, because you want to get a star level player from that trade no matter what.
Yeah.
You need to get like in all the different situations of a Harden trade materializing. The Nets even have a better offer than the Raptors do in this situation. If you're not trading Pascal,
right?
Ben Simmons obviously is better with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Denver could trade.
There's obviously better options available.
Exactly. So like I don't know how much sense it makes. Right.
Okay. Yeah. That's just the only big name trade piece I know that's out there that I'm kind of.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was just like, after seeing these couple of games, I'm like, fuck it, just do a Harden trade. Like, who gives a shit? So
just try and bring something back.
It's just annoying. I think the Raptors are still a good team.
It's tough. I think they'll still be a playoff team just based on the fact that the bottom of the East really isn't that great, and like they'll compete because there's 10 teams in it this year. 10 teams that go into that what do you call it? The play-in tournament that they're doing.
I can't remember if it's 7 versus 10. I can't
10,
remember.
Right?
I think so.
They're still like obviously they've been bad the first 2 games, but they're still one of the 10 best teams in the East, just based on the fact that the rest of the teams are not that good. Like the top 6 is great, and once you get outside of that, it's a little scary. So I think they'll still be a playoff team, but it's just kind of one of those things. Like this isn't the Raptors team we've come to know of. Like they're not this perennial winner that they've been in the last few years. So it's tough to watch a little bit. or tough to be a part of because it's kind of like you're so used. Like we were a championship team 2 years ago, and then even last year there was like you thought there's still a chance they can go back, but now it's just kind of like they may not be that team, but they're still going to be good. They're still going to be a shit team to play against. It's just kind of we got to relax the expectations a little bit.
Yeah, fair. That's all I really around the league. Like there was that. Did you guys see the Kawhi elbow from Serge?
Yeah,
dude, like, Serge is a double agent.
Yeah.
He's taking him out for leaving.
Oh, I found it hilarious because I was like, they even steal the Clippers are even stealing the Raptors bleeding from like comparing it to the Fred situation. But like it's annoying.
The pictures of Gasol, Serge, and Kawhi on night one.
Yeah,
kind of hurts.
For sure.
Hurts. Hurts a little bit.
No, I agree. It's just different. I don't like change.
But it's tough though because like everybody talks about like longevity in the league, and it's like the Warriors were relevant for so long, the Cavs were relevant for so long, and even like Miami didn't have did they have that big of a drop off since the LeBron age? It was like 2 years. They missed the playoffs for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But like in the NBA you could have the quickest turnaround possible. So I'm not like totally down for
no, and there's options available at the end of the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are we out of
stuff
to talk
to watch though because I caught it late, but they had the lead, did they not? With it was like whatever 114, 113, and then offensive foul happens. They give up the lead, and the next thing you know, Rudy Gay's sinking 2 more buckets to put it to bed. Yeah. And none other than Rudy Gay and DeMar DeRozan are beating the Raptors. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It hurts.
What are we doing here?
It hurts.
Yeah.
Are we? I got one more thing. If we have more, if we're done with basketball, I know you guys aren't big golf guys.
Okay.
Did you guys watch Charlie Woods and Tiger Woods play together?
Yeah, I saw the clips.
I heard, but I didn't catch any of it.
Charlie's gross for starters. This kid's 11. He's already 15 times the golfer I'll ever be. His mannerisms are exactly the same as his dad. Like he is his dad. Like I have never hated an 11-year-old more in my life. Just because like this kid's so good, and it's like everything he does is perfect. Like he just can't do anything wrong. He had an eagle on a professional course. Really? I've never had an even close to an eagle.
Are you kidding me?
I'm like, dude, he's not shooting from the tips like the pros are.
Right.
But like still, this is an 11-year-old firing off an eagle on a par 5 on like a pro course, and just like they didn't win the tournament because I think Tiger held them down a little bit. But the kid's unreal. He's easily going to be on the tour in the next few years, and it was a lot of fun to see the two of them just play together, and like everything, like he did the whole fist pump and he's like walking in his putts and stuff, and it's like he is Tiger Woods. Hopefully his career goes a little differently near the end of it, but he's definitely Tiger Woods' kid, and it's just like it's so frustrating to watch this 11-year-old kid with this beautiful stroke just striping things. I'm like, I hate this. I'm like, I will never have the ability to do this, and this kid's 11 years old. Good for him, but damn, it sucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure. And it's just cool seeing all the shots and the mannerisms, like
it's crazy.
The little twirl and the twist.
The club twirl's hilarious. Every time he shoots, it's just like, that is Tiger, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
What do you?
Oh, I found it here.
Oh,
yeah, we are short.
Hold on, I got one last thing.
Okay.
So we got Charlie Woods' future odds. So he has 7-1 odds to win a major, 25-1 odds to win the Masters already, and then 10-1 odds to become the world #1 by 2040.
Oh my god!
So
hold on. What were the odds on that? What were the odds on that?
10-1 odds to become the world #1.
That's not even that egregious.
So good. They're saying by age 31 he'll be the #1 in the world.
Well,
which I don't think is that far fetched. I don't think it. And I mean, it's only 10-1.
I don't know, man. Like, I kind of on Moro's side with this one. Like, it could be a thing. That kid looks like he could be in the PGA in like 2 years.
All he has to do is make it there.
When he matures into an adult body and you put him at the pro tips, like it's possible. His stroke's real nice. His swing's like identical to his dad, so it's possible. I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. It's really tough to predict golf in that sense. Like at any point in time, like DJ wasn't that good a few years ago, and then he just came back and he's the
wants to golf.
He seems like he likes it out there. He loves it.
Yeah, but who knows? Like, right?
The last one I got,
you could lose it. You could lose
is
it.
a 825 to 1 odds to win a major by 25 years old.
Did you say 800 to 1?
825 to 1.
I might take those by 25, eh?
By 25, which is 14 years from now.
I would probably bet on that. I mean,
$100?
it's a long-term payout, but
Yeah.
if the kid's 11 now, you
I
can
don't
make
know.
the
Do you
PGA
have
at 18,
the 100?
right?
Do you have the $100 to put into it, like to just?
Not for long term. Definitely not. I'm not throwing $100 down for like maybe in 14 years I'll win this bet. No, like
This is like a serious investment.
I'm investing in Charlie Woods right now.
Like the penny stocks. And,
Forget Amazon. Forget any of the big companies. We're investing in Charlie Woods.
Yes.
That's incredible. What do you guys want to do?
I got nothing. I feel like we could do something Christmas themed, but like I got nothing. Christmas movies?
No, I don't watch enough movies.
No? You ever watch the W Network movies?
No.
No, my parents pick Hallmark.
It's
Your
on,
parents
it's
watch it?
on
Yeah.
in my house. It is on in my house, but I have to
constantly.
refrain from walking into that freaking
Constantly. It's the same damn movie. Does not matter which one it is.
Wait,
It's the
W and
same
Hallmark the
movie.
same?
Yeah, same thing. W Network plays like the Hallmark movies. They're the same fucking movie. All of them. Every
It's the
movie
same
they've
plot.
ever made.
the same
And my
plot.
mom loves
And
them.
Guy,
She watches them
girl,
every year.
problem.
Strange
and-
situation that like someone comes back into town and they're like, oh, I don't like it here. And then, oh, they fall in love. Or they don't fall in love at first, and like the girl hates the guy, and then all of a sudden they just like they love each other, and then they get married at the end. Every fucking time.
Every time.
Stupidest movie concept. Like, why can't we make decent Christmas movies anymore? When's the last time there's been a good Christmas movie that's come out?
Die Hard.
Okay, I guess you're not
I
wrong.
haven't even seen Die Hard, so like,
You know
I
what?
haven't watched that in a while.
I actually haven't seen it either. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've never watched it start to finish. I think I've seen it all as a whole, but never seen it start to finish.
Like you get the odd, actually there's nothing new. Like it's always the same ones.
No.
Like you get Elf, you get both Home Alones, you get.
I would argue that Elf was probably the last good Christmas movie that came out.
that's fair.
I don't think there's been anything else since. Like Netflix has got like the Christmas Chronicles or whatever it is with fucking Burt Reynolds.
Sure.
Kurt Reynolds.
Sure.
I've never even seen it. It doesn't look good. I'm like, is it that hard to make a Christmas movie that we have to do the same thing over and over and over on Hallmark?
Yeah, because you know why they keep doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Because people fucking watch it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
It crushes every year. Every mid-40s woman plus is going to be sitting there for the entire month of November and December because for some reason Christmas starts in November. And they're going to be sitting there every night watching 6 straight Hallmark movies.
I think it's legitimately insane that people in the U.S. put up their Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving's even passed. I think that's crazy.
Especially in the States, like with their Thanksgiving
Yeah.
being at a stupid time.
Ooh, hot take.
It's backwards.
I don't know. I like it. I like 2 Thanksgivings. You know?
I think Steve Dangle puts it best when you go dinner before dessert, Thanksgiving before Halloween.
Fair.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah. I never really cared about it until you said that. I'm like, that makes so much sense. You're right. But it is weird. To me, Christmas, like the Christmas month starts in December. When December starts, get into the Christmas music, the Christmas movies, go ahead. I'm not going to be pumping the Christmas music all December because
I think it's
terrible
because
music.
There isn't enough time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas if you're talking from U.S. Thanksgiving. That is,
There's a month.
I think that's fair.
Is it not a month?
Yeah.
It's less than a month
Yeah.
normally.
Is it less than a month?
I think like this year
Isn't-
it was.
isn't
Wasn't Thanksgiving like the last week of November this year? I want to say
Which
it
is
was.
still it's basically a month.
It's either like 5 weeks or a month. Like it's not a very big turnaround time at all.
Right.
How long do you need to listen to Mariah Carey sing Christmas songs for? not much more than a month. Like, I'm sick of that song after a couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's only about 8 Christmas songs. You get real sick of them after a couple weeks. I don't think you need that long. I think once December starts, you have 25 days of Christmas. I'm cool with that. And I like Christmas.
How did everyone's Christmas go? Like how was it?
That was
Anyone
right.
have any
It's weird being in the whole lockdown thing.
Yeah.
Like, not that it changed much. It's usually just my family, but like my uncle and his girlfriend usually come down. And like that was one of the things we didn't get this year. So we did the whole Zoom call thing. And it was just like different. It's weird. But like I get it. I'm glad we're back in lockdown that we haven't actually mentioned yet.
Oh my God, it's fucking crazy. Like I can't remember if it was this morning or last night, but I was looking up the numbers, like the difference in terms of the amount of cases we have now compared to like just the end of September. It's astronomical.
It's insane.
We were at under 200 a day. And
in September?
Now we're over 2,000. Now we're over 2,000.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And still relatively, it's far better than the U.S. Like, it's crazy.
Have you guys gone out like any grocery stores or anything since this lockdown hit?
Me in particular? No.
Yeah, just either of you. Like, or just like anywhere. Like, have you gone to any sort of place since?
I feel like my parents are going to the grocery store way more now than they do. Yeah. Like, because of Christmas, they went out to Costco maybe 3 times on the weekend.
Like before Christmas, though? Oh, after Christmas.
Before
Costco's one of the worst.
Before Christmas is Costco's but like we went up to Walmart today. I'm like, it's no fucking different than it was last week. I'm like, what is this? What's the difference in what we were last week?
I think I went. So the day that they announced York Region was going to lockdown on the Monday. So I think they announced it on the Friday, effective on the Monday. So I went to Saturday. So the day after, I went to go finish up my Christmas shopping. So I did my brother and my sister online. I went to go do my parents, and whoever else I needed to take care of, like 2 or 3 other people. I went I said, fuck it, let me just do it all now. So I had to line up at like 2 stores, whatever. You do this whole 6 feet apart at the storefront because they have like maximum occupancies.
Right.
I then went to Fortino's. I believe it was the 23rd, so the day before Christmas Eve, to just get some stuff for dinner. And it was like the same thing. Like you'd think that there would be a bit of a difference, but no.
No, it's exactly that's what I mean. Like we went from yellow to red last week. Like we haven't actually hit lockdown until the 26th. So we went from red to lockdown on the 26th, and like it's no different than it was when we were in yellow. No. Like last week when like I'm like, what is the point of this lockdown?
People are still going out. Like it's
like I get it. I get why we're locking down. It makes sense. But like if you're gonna do it right.
Do it like when we originally locked down.
Yeah. Like do it like fucking New Zealand did it. Yeah. Give me New Zealand for a month.
Lockdown schools, lockdown everything.
Yeah.
I feel like schools are another one. Like even since September, like September is when school starts, and you look at the numbers now. Like if you'd done it then, maybe if you did like a full-on 2-week lockdown or even whatever, a month lockdown, nobody leaves their house. I feel like it would have been a bit more effective. And here we are now. It's been rough.
New Zealand's back to like normal living because they locked it down like hardcore, and you couldn't do anything. You couldn't even leave your house for the most part. And I get that it sucks for a lot of people's mental health. But I think being in this
like come on, like what do you want us to do?
But I'm pretty sure being stuck in this half lockdown, half not, in and out thing isn't for 3 years, 2 years, probably a lot worse than being stuck in your house for a month or 2.
Right.
Like I don't. It sucks. It's stupid.
It's like a month or 6 months of bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the thing? Like either do it properly once, where everybody stays in the house, and at that point, you'd hope that it's resolved itself to the point where cases are down, and then we can then go back to year or 2 years of not having to worry about the whole fluctuating of back and forth, lockdown, not lockdown, like we had this past summer.
Right.
I just want to go watch sports. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want the Raptors to play in Tampa Bay. Yeah. I don't want the Blue Jays to be the Buffalo Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I want the Stanley Cup to come to Toronto and have a parade.
Who's bringing it to Toronto?
I don't know. Maybe McDavid, bring it to Newmarket, and that'll be the closest we can get to it.
Oh no.
Who plays on a good team that's from Toronto? There's got to be a few guys.
I mean, Phil Kessel brought it here a couple years ago. He brought
Right.
it 6.
I don't think he's winning
did
it
he?
again though.
Good
He
guy.
did.
Yeah, in
It was
Arizona.
like- it was a perfect troll move, but he did it as like we're taking it to the hospitals and shit. So it was really nice of him, but like
Yeah.
perfect troll move at the same time.
Yeah.
We gotta be able to find an activity.
Man, we just dragged out for like
All right.
20 minutes.
All right, I got an idea.
Okay.
Tomorrow
Yep.
we're gonna play soccer player or not.
You guys for real? You guys want me to do it?
I want to do this. I think we have a chance.
Soccer player.
How's that for an idea?
That's really good. I like it. I like it. I'm sure Morrow's not very prepared, but that's okay.
I'm not prepared for this.
I mean, I don't think it's that hard. Yeah.
I can makeshift this with names,
I like it.
and
Okay.
I got this.
Oh god. This isn't good.
How many rounds are we doing?
I don't know. We're going until
See, the problem is I can make up random. No, I can get this. Because the thing is, I can come up with random names, and they'll end up
might
being a
actually end
soccer
up
player
being a
that I
soccer
might
player?
not actually have known
Right.
existed, because
That's fair.
soccer leagues go like 4
Basic
tiers
ass.
deep.
Yep.
Okay,
here
I'll
we
give
go.
you one. Like, obviously, there's the easy ones,
Okay.
but who's one I have right now? Okay. Andre Mkhitaryan.
Oh, this is so much
Soccer
harder than I
player
thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Does this person exist or not?
We're on person one. I'm assuming it is because you don't just come out of the woods with that name and tell me it's not a soccer player.
you know what? I'm gonna say no.
Amir is right. I made up the first name. I made up the first name, but I did
Yeah,
not.
that's what I
use
mean.
the player's
Oh,
name,
no.
Yeah.
but that was a good one. Now let's go over here.
Oh, this is going to be so much
Can we
worse
keep
than I
score?
thought
Can
it
we
was.
keep
See now I got, because I can just come up with a last name and then just throw any
Right.
first name to it, and I can
Oh,
either fuck with
God.
you guys or I don't. Fuck with
Damn. I'm going to go over. This is not going to go good.
Bruno Fernandes.
Hey, that's a basketball player.
Bruno Fernandes.
We get a half point for that.
So are you saying no to Bruno Fernandes as a soccer player, or yes to Bruno Fernandes as a soccer player?
I'm gonna say yes, just because like
I'm going to say
there
no.
has to be a Bruno Fernandes.
Those names don't go together. Morrow definitely made up Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes is an attacking midfielder for Manchester United, otherwise known as Penandes, because all he does is score penalty shots.
Oh, my God.
This is fun.
I'm going to go over whatever we do. This is horrible.
And I'm going to mix up the leagues as I go here.
Okay.
Oh, great! Because you really needed to do that.
You could have just gave us a team.
Joao Felix.
Okay.
Joao?
How do you spell it? Can I get the spelling?
Joao Felix.
How do you
Country of
spell
origin?
Joao.
Joao is spelled J-O, A with a squiggly on it, and O.
Who does he play for?
Felix.
That's got to be a soccer player.
Yeah, it's got to be. You're not making up Joao.
Joao Felix is a center forward for Atletico Madrid.
Let's
I
go.
got one.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Where's the, like, what's it? Jovinko? Sebastian Jovinko.
He exists, but he's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Why can't we have, like, a Lionel Messi, just softball? Bang. I know he's a soccer player.
Yeah, the best part, Mora's gonna name like a well-known guy, and we're just gonna be like, nope.
Who?
Sadio Mane.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money, 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 money.
Sadio
money, money, money.
Mane.
Sad.
Is he a soccer player?
Yes.
No.
Sadio Mane is a forward who plays left wing on Liverpool, your English team, Amir.
Yeah. Rip. You know, can't always win.
We're back. 2-2.
Oh, 3-2. That was my
Three,
first.
you got
round.
3. Oh,
That was my first round.
oh, right. You got the last one right with me. Right. Damn it. I don't like this game. It's fun, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's not often that I have zero clue what I'm talking about, and this is the one spot.
How can I really fuck with you guys?
Thanks, Mara.
This is a good player to use.
Jim Smith.
Yeah, I got him. Logan Wilson.
What the fuck?
Can you give us the league or no? Like if
No, because then if it's not a soccer player, then it's
No,
just
no,
like
but
you-
he can make it up.
You wouldn't know.
But he could make it up.
It's the MLS.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be
Absolutely
MLS.
the MLS.
I'd
I
be
think
referring to the EPL.
he definitely
I'll
plays for.
I'll stick to the EPL for this, just to make things easier. Are they a player in the EPL?
Oh,
I was going to say
really?
this guy absolutely plays for that Portland team that just won everything. But apparently not.
So yeah, does Logan Wilson play in the EPL?
I'm going to say no. That's way too North
White?
American of a name to be playing overseas.
I'm gonna say yes.
Callum Wilson plays for Newcastle.
Oh my god.
Callum makes more sense. That's a little more European.
Yo, Brand's coming up the rear.
Don't call it a comeback.
Alan Saint Maximin. Does he exist?
These are pure guesses. Like we have zero,
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
zero information on this.
This is fun because I play FIFA every day and I know names by like the back of my hand, so I can
You
just
should go like you got to give us like popular guys. So like we even have a chance.
Give me someone that's like in the secondary tier of soccer players, not like
Not
the
even
guy.
that. You could have the first.
Jamie
Vardy.
Give me guys that aren't top 5, and I probably wouldn't know.
So here we have.
But also, this Maximin guy is definitely a soccer player.
He is or he isn't?
He definitely is a soccer player. I feel it.
I'm gonna say yes because I don't want to lose it.
He's a maximum man.
Soccer player.
Yeah.
He's at Newcastle. Jamie Vardy.
He's a goalie.
Does he play soccer? Is
Yes.
more the question.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't think
will
that's his
agree
first
with-
name. Come to think of it, but I know Vardy is a goalie. I think, right?
Amir, is he a soccer player or not?
No.
Jamie Vardy is a striker on Leicester City.
But he is a guy.
He is a soccer player.
He's a guy.
Confirm that.
Fuck, I thought he was a
Yeah.
goalie.
Brand screwed me out of that one.
I know that name. That's the only reason I know he's a soccer player. I thought he
Harry
was a goalie.
Harry Kane. Is he a soccer player?
Yes.
I can
He's
tell
a
you
goalie,
this.
isn't he?
How
England.
confident
He's
are you?
England's captain.
Okay.
Thank
now
you.
now we're making some progress. Now we're making
We're not that bad.
Tammy Abraham.
Tammy?
Is he a
Like, are
soccer-
we going into... That's a
I'm gonna say
man?
no. I'm gonna say no.
Tammy Abraham.
Tammy. Abraham. Those names don't go together. Yes. Soccer player.
He is the striker for Chelsea.
Holy shit.
I am on a roll. I haven't messed up since the first 2.
Harry Maguire.
No.
You said that with way too much of an accent to be a made-up name. We're going with yes.
Harry Maguire is the most expensive center back in world football, and he plays for Manchester United.
Never heard of him.
He's a very big meme. He is a huge meme in the
Oof.
soccer community just because he's the world's most expensive center back, and he stinks for what he's paid.
Jesus.
Literally never heard of him.
And that's what's funny.
Oh my God.
Here, I'll give you a
Bears
game.
humbled.
Mohamed Salah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. I still cannot believe you guys didn't get Bruno Fernandes. Oh my god.
I did get Bruno Fernandez.
He technically got Bruno Fernandez.
I thought you guys have
I
heard
still
of
don't
him.
think he's an actual guy. I know Danny Fernandez.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
I like that.
Manny Fernandez and it was Danny Fernandez the artist.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford. Does he exist?
Brant, you want to go first?
I'm gonna say no.
Yes.
Marcus Rashford.
You know this guy?
Yep.
You seem confident.
Is a forward on Manchester United. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was doing so well. You snaked me on that one. You knew I wouldn't know it.
I did.
Heung-min Son.
There's no way you're making up an Asian name. That's got to be a yes.
I kind of agree with that premise.
Heung-min Son
Is made up. Fuck.
is Harry Kane's strike partner.
Oh, okay.
So we got it. Yeah, there's no way you're pulling off a fake name for that one.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. Andrew Robertson.
I went to school with Andrew Robertson.
Is he a soccer
He was
player?
my age. Went to Bradford High, but he's not a soccer player.
Yeah.
So you guys are both going no on Andrew Robertson.
Yeah.
He is the left back for Liverpool and my
God.
favorite EPL player because he's hilarious.
Shit.
Damn.
We should just say yes every time. He hasn't been
I know.
no yet.
There's not a lot of yeah.
Alexander Trent Arnold. Is he a soccer player?
No. It's too many names.
Can you say it again?
Alexander Trent Arnold. It's
Yeah.
like a hyphenated name.
Yes.
Trent
His name is John.
Alexander Arnold.
Oh my
Ah!
That is such
scumbag move.
bullshit. This is such bullshit.
This is pretty funny.
I said we do 3 more.
3 more.
3 more. We're
Okay.
going 3 for 3, Amir. We got this.
Bernardo Silva. Is he a soccer player?
No.
Is he related to Anderson?
Probably not.
Bernardo. I'm going to say yes.
Bernardo Silva is the center attacking mid
Hell
at
yeah,
Manchester
Amir.
City.
Okay. Bernardo. What a name.
What other team can I pick out here? These guys stink. This will be a fun one. Who's funny on this team?
Man, Teddy sucks.
David Luiz. Is he a soccer player?
No.
No, because you just tried to fool us.
Yeah.
David Luiz is the guy with the bushy hair on Brazil. He plays for Arsenal. You guys don't remember? You never heard of David Luiz?
No.
The guy with the
No.
very big bushy hair?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
I know that one guy, CJ Van Eck,
I don't even know him.
on Liverpool, right?
Say
Eyck?
it again.
Is it Van Eyck? Oh, I don't know. I don't fucking watch it.
Say his name again.
Nope. I don't even know how it's fucking spelled.
CJ Van Eck. Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, yeah, him.
Nailed it. Tough.
No idea.
That's tough.
Okay.
He put himself out there and it did not go well.
Nope.
A for effort. E for effort. Whatever you want to call that saying. Okay,
Nope.
last one.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Mark Grealish.
Now, there's 2 trains of thought here, Amir. Grealish is definitely not a made-up name. There's no way this guy just came up with Grealish. But this guy's with a name like Grealish. Is your name Mark? Is your name Mark? I don't think it's a Mark.
Where is he
Grealish.
from? Where is he from?
Yeah,
He would play in the EPL.
Yeah.
right.
You want his? I
Like,
mean,
Give me
where-
the team.
where-
Give me the team because
No,
I
what's
got
his country? What's
but
his
the
country?
team.
what. Where does the team country? Where does the team country?
It's all EPL, all English.
So it's all in England. I don't think his name's Mark. You're not named Mark in England,
Mark Grealish.
right?
I'm gonna go. So you're saying no?
I'm saying no. I don't think it is. I think he's tricking us.
I'm gonna say yes.
His name is Jack
Oh my
Grealish.
God.
I told you, ain't no Mark Grealish. That doesn't make sense.
Drink got hot late.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I went off cold as hell and then just lit fire. That was great. Well done. That was fun.
Yep.
We should do that more often because we could talk about every soccer player in the league, in every league, and more. Amir and I might get 5 that we actually know.
Mm-hmm. Solid effort all around. I got to give you guys that.
We did try our best. I had a couple that I was confident in.
Yeah.
Not many.
And today I learned a new soccer player.
Yo, shut up.
J. Van Eyck.
Oh man, that hurts.
No. Out there.
Moral of the story here is don't put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It'll just get you hurt.
You know what? Moral of the story is fuck soccer. Soccer trash ass sport. That's the story. That's the moral of the story.
I think it's great. I did great.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
No, definitely not.
That was fun.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, that was good.
So, for me, Brant, and CJ, we'll see you guys in the later in the week, I guess, for this week. We'll see you guys. Peace.